Yeah.
That was when JP9ers were still trying to figure things out. But either way, there's a reason why Nolan is so sought after in the current meta. We'll jump into game 2 and see if MV will stick on that blue side. See if Coach Haru and Sora have made any adjustments to deal with SRG to keep this series alive. No, they actually go red side, so SRG gets first pick.
Alright, interesting. I wonder what Haru has set up for red side. Why go for red side this time round? Coach Arcadia decides to ban out the Gatot and as well as the Matilda. We see Cho and Chip for the side of MV. Not too surprised there, but I'm curious to see whether MV is interested in Edith or that's just the blue side thing.
So both teams so far have shown a Matilda ban, which does make me wonder what's the value that the Matilda and the Edith brings, right? I know the Cho is more of a targeted pick, but Matilda, Edith?
So Matilda in particular has some really great synergy with things like Phoveus, High Loss, even Gatot, right? People who are able to go all in but have no means of escape. That's where Matilda kind of compensates for that and allows your team to be able to kite out some really devastating engages when your opponents are looking to kind of do the same thing. Edith, on the other hand, is honestly such a good all-rounder. There's just nothing in her kit that's bad.
Good crowd control, good damage, decent scaling.
Is able to traverse the map decently well as a roamer as well, can take Wilderness Blessing to compensate. And now with that being said, Phoveus gets let through.
We'll see if MV will pick Suyo again, because it's going to be a slightly different approach against a Phoveus, right? Who can crowd control you if you are in your
non-eternal form.
Yeah, like, what do you call it?
Your human, your base form? Default.
The default form.
Yeah, default form. And if anybody says that the default form is a mortal form, then no. Bad.
He's not wrong.
No!
The passive is called Immortal Transition.
You don't spawn in as immortal form. That's the difference. It's a
we're just going light mode, heavy mode.
Light and heavy mode? Alright. Light and heavy mode. We'll stick with that for now. So as Phoveus comes as the first pick for SRG, MV lock in the High Loss as well as the Zhu ship. Both of which are pretty good because again, Phoveus terrible into the Zhu ship. It's not the most fun in the world, I'll tell you that from experience. You have no counterplay to that.
And you can also still leave High Loss on the table, right? I believe we've seen Nova play the High Loss in the first 2 weeks of the regular season in that room. So for SRG, they don't even know where the Phoveus is going up against yet.
I think as long as MV keep them questioning, it's going to be tough. But Krami, he's comfortable. At the very least, Phoveus is able to kind of, just kick back, relax, clear the waves, don't have to worry about it.
I do recall we have seen Phoveus mid once by Team Ray, but it's not going to be a possibility this time. The Ling and the Vexana. And in 9 MPL seasons, Coach Arcadia has delivered top 4 finishes in 6 of them.
Coach stats. Come on, that has to be an impressive stat.
This could be his how many? 7th one. It's 7th top 4 finish.
Does it always have to be with a different team? I guess I don't want to get
as long as he makes it to top 4, right?
Yeah, it's true. Because a lot of coaches out there, by the time you're saying like we need this coach, he's never leaving an org.
No.
He's never leaving the org. I don't see it happen.
If I'm winning, why do I leave?
Exactly. A majority of the famous coaches all across the world are still with their original org. Now, the first phase is already complete, and Suyo is going to be the lock-in for the side of MV. But now, here's a couple of problems, right? Suyo triggers Phoveus like crazy. It does terribly against Phoveus. Against the Vexana, maybe you have an opportunity to get on top of her if you dodge her stun. Ling, we saw the previous game. Early, you're expecting Suyo to do a lot of work. Late in the game is where you start losing out.
Late game is all about the cooldowns, right? If you can't catch Ling, he jumps up into the air, you're probably going to get one-shotted.
Very excited MV fan, playing with the cameraman, man. I love it. I love the crowd interaction.
So Tigro gets banned out once more by MV.
Okay,
Take away the big crowd control. We did see Yunes play High Loss in the previous game. Now that has been taken away from him. So he's going to be forced into a completely different pick. I remember MV also banned Ruby last. Yeah, they banned Ruby in game 1 also. So we'll see if they're gonna follow up with that.
Oh, dude. Actually, I think MV might have a cheat code here. Okay. I'm curious to see how deep their pockets are. I hope they identify this down the road. Because right now, Glue is kind of an insane pick for MV. Glue is insane. Minzatar is kind of insane. I'm leaning more into Glue because I haven't seen Zeno pick up the Minzatar.
And you actually do very well into a Phobius.
Exactly.
He's not going to take... Well, there's a chance that Cram takes Flicker, but on the off chance that he doesn't, you have a great level 1.
Exactly. That's the thing. That's the thing. That's why I'm like, this could be devastating for SRG if Haru figures this out. I don't know whether we're on the same wavelength here because he's already banning out anything to slow down the initial engage coming in from high loss, things like Tigreal, things like Ruby for an example, because they are playing Assassins, they want to stay hypermobile, because I don't think Khalid is the play here for MV.
If you want a backline dive, Glue essentially could be that person, but with the Claude up on the table, it does make it a bit tough, right? Claude and Moskov both are pretty decent answers to it. And we'll see they are going to pick up that 4th pick. So they take the Moskov away.
I love it. I love it. Hold the EXP at the very, very end. Very atypical of Red side. And best part is that Moskov does pretty well against Assassins because of his knockback. So at the very least, Uni doesn't have to worry about that too. That does mean that maybe we might just see a Roger gold lane, maybe even a Harith gold lane coming about from your boy Innocent.
But into this draft is not the easiest one to pull off, right? Not with the amount of dive. So we are going to see the CC over for SRG and the Grok. So CC gold will be the answer from SRG.
Oh, interesting. All right, so Vexana's the only anchor. You have Grok to kind of open up the map. Still able to slow down your opponents. And then dodge. Yeah, okay. Yeah. I see it. The anti-CC is the main thing here, not the engage. All right. Pretty good composition for the side of SRG. I hope MV lock in the glue. Lock in the glue and make my day.
Do it. If not the glue, it's probably going back to Teresa, which is one of their comfort picks, most comfort picks. In fact, it's too difficult to play Terizla here. Oh man, they can't even play high-loss into Phobius, right?
Exactly. The CC as well. Like there's an easy lane swap to be made. Oh, and then they go into the Khalid.
Pocket not as deep. Not as deep as we want. I'm looking at SRG's draft and I realized that they could easily...
Wait, hold on. Is Innocent playing Phobius gold?
Wait, it is!
So they are. Okay. That's why they didn't do the switch. All right.
So it is the Phobius gold.
How dirty. So dirty.
I know we've seen Phobius mid. But hey, bro wants to jump around and makes life easier for Innocent, right?
I'll give it to him. That was a very interesting draft coming in from SRG's side.
Flicker. That's what I was expecting. I saw him go. Take Flicker. You're not running away.
Exactly. Now, Ruff might have a bit of a tough time. A lot of backline dive here. Stormy has to be particularly careful to not die to Uni, so he's going to have to hold on to his fear for as long as possible.